All right. Thank you very much. Round of applause
You
for
too.
our guy, Mr. Bernard Kalu, all the way from the abroad.
I can't thank you very much for having me. But every other thing you said before that, I just picked what I wanted to hear.
Yo, I'm going to spend this whole hour, like 40% is going to be strictly whining. But it's so great to
It's-
have you. Yeah, having you on this has been awesome. And honestly, we're talking backstage about how the feedback from the review, from the
yeah,
entries was massive, and I think you're the best person to sort of give us like a review of everything. And seeing as you're as you are the boss of, I think a little about you. Don't let me tell your own story.
a little about me. Okay, my name is Bernard Kalu, and I'm a photographer based in Lagos, Nigeria. And I I do street photography. Generally, I do documentary photography, and the streets there, I freelance on weddings as well with Vetella Studios. That I co-own or cooperate with my friend Femi Awobukun. And presently I'm in the UK on doing an art residency with Onka, and um, I'm winding up with that with the project here. Yeah, that's it.
This is what humility sounds like. Let me rewind that and repackage it. I've known Bernard since, I think, since when I got interested in photography. I saw his images, his shots. Remember that Calabar cannibal you shot? Do you remember?
Yeah, 2016, 2017.
That was my first contact with you. Was that pretty much around the time you also started?
Not really, but it was when I like decided I was going to focus a lot on street here.
Yeah, man, those images blew my mind. I was like, who is this? And what are these things you are making? And since then, I've been following closely. We sort of become buddies. Like, so I'm just glad that I know a legend, and he lives
Yeah,
in this Lagos
legend.
with
Are you
us.
sure we should just start this thing before you know 3-3 or star? It's not legend, you know.
Okay. Bernard has a street photography workshop coming up in Ibadan. I'm sure you'll tell us about that later in the end, Abby.
Yeah, sure.
And I was trying to get Bernard to show images, some sneak peek of some things he has been doing recently. He's dodging, but we'll beg him, even if it's one or two. So let's get started. Yeah, it's the street edition. The team is Serendipity. Before I start, do you want to just tell me what you what you had in mind when you picked this team? What was
Okay.
your
So, so there's something called decisive moments in photography, and it was made popular by one of the forefront legends, the actual legends of photography. The His name is Henri Cartier-Bresson. He's French. He's late now. He brought a postulate. There's a postulation he brought about how, um, paraphrasing what he said, decisive moment is when light, composition, and moment works like that. The that intersection of those three elements, when the light is great, the moment is on point, and the composition by the artist, by the photographer, hits.
mm,
And now comparing that to serendipity is like the decisive moment of street photography, because street photography is fiction. It's not like photojournalism or documentary photography that is like that you're expected to just report, like reportage, whatever exactly what you see is what you should
mm,
say or you should produce. But street photography is you now literally creating things with your mind and with your camera literally. So there could be like something could be happening, but you literally manufacture or find a way to create this. Do you know how fiction is? Fiction is literally you creating stuff.
oh, so it's
So
not
so
reporting per se.
it's not report. It's your like it's. not reporting what you see, but reporting what you perceive.
Mm,
You get the
mm.
photojournalist will report exactly what he sees. Like,
Okay, so you're
oh,
putting a slant to it. You're putting an opinion to your reporting.
exactly. So it could be it could be humor, it could be whatever thing you want to add, but that's what. So serendipity is you when you get it, when you get that message, when
Mm.
you shoot maybe. There are lots of examples. Someone that a street photographer that I should mention is really big on this. His name is Indian. So it's right in my head. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember him. But Vignettes is his name. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
he does really great with it. Where he could shoot a picture where maybe the person the figure in the picture is wearing a boxers that has star on it, and the person standing just close to a boss that has star on it. So you just see that you see those that kind of
Yeah, so it's like
deviation.
that's what you mean by decisive moments.
Exactly. So
Mm.
so decisive moment is a bit different from serendipity. Serendipity is like the
Okay.
decisive moment in street photography when
Mm.
you fish out elements and you have a way to make it work. Like you just oppose those two things. Yeah, so that's what serendipity is. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. I see some people are live with us. If you have any questions, just post it in the comments. Uh, Towards the end, we'll try and get to any questions that's coming. So let's get started, right?
Yeah.
Uh, so okay. Now we have a quick explanation of what's going to happen, right? We are going to show you images that I've pre-selected. First of all, if your image is not here, I'm very sorry. There were so many entries. We had over 60 entries, right?
Yeah.
And so I couldn't pick every image, but I picked the images I felt like everybody could learn something from. So if your image is
Yeah.
not here, I'm very sorry, but just follow along. You could learn something that could apply to your art and to any future images that you submit. Secondly, we are rating from 0 to 5. So the audience has rated, and I put the name of the photographer and the audience rating on the image. Then Bernard is going to give us his own rating, and then I'm going to put it as well beside it. So when I did this with Tosi, he came up with a good way of rating. So I don't know if you're going to adopt it or you're going to give us your own definition.
That's why like I don't know if my wife is watching this, but
I
like
hope I hope she is.
she always says that I'm not the best. Like I'm not usually nice when I look
Yeah,
at
you
what people
cannot be
say.
as mean as Tosin. Tosin was so mean. I had to be begging it to adjust this cause. Now, what is it now? Please don't be mean. I'm going to fight you.
All right, it's all good.
Yeah, but so
I think we should go up through the photos and I think it would have been better if maybe there
no,
were no names.
no, we are. I intentionally did not show you. I intentionally did not show you the ones we are going to be so that you. Okay, so what we'll do is
Okay,
you give us a rating
zero to
first.
five, Abby.
Yes, then you
Okay,
can adjust the rating at the end when you've seen
okay.
everything. So
Okay.
what Tosin was saying is five. Five is an image that is so nice that
Mm,
he wishes he was the one that made it. It makes it
exa-
fills his soul with
exactly.
envy and jealousy.
Yeah,
Like I wish I made this image. And
yeah.
four is a great image that he loves.
And that's
And
actually the highest thing a photographer can tell you when he says he wishes he created
I
your
wish,
work. That's like
yeah.
there's no accolade higher than that
Okay, so
from a
you agree
fellow
with that?
photographer. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So one is an image that does not respect the theme or tell the story or
Hmm.
is right. So let me allow you. Starting with this one, Sylvester Ogbu, your thoughts.
Us too. If one is the thing that doesn't tell this, follow the team.
Okay, so one is our team is Serendipity. One is it has no relation with our team, nor like
Not
it's
paper.
there's no sorry, we're in Nigeria. Do you get what I mean? Like one is
Yeah,
our story. We are telling you our story is ABC, and you're speaking Chinese. That's
yeah.
one. Now
Okay.
three in between is nice image. We see your relationship of your image with what we are trying to the theme of the competition, but
Yeah.
it's not wow enough for me to say. 5, but it's, I don't know.
It's okay. Just there.
Yeah, you decide how you want to do the rating,
So
but let's go.
what's two? That's my what's two? Two.
I don't know. You decide. two,
Okay, okay, all right, no
two,
problem.
two, two
So
is two
I
is
think
okay.
this one is two. I think this one is just two.
This one is 2. Hmm.
Mhm.
What do you like about this? What
I
don't
was
you?
go I was gonna give you one, but let's start with two so that I'll come back to it.
So what would you, you have to give us some kind of feedback so that we
Okay,
can learn.
first off, I'm curious as to what the person was trying to say with this picture. What the like what the subject. Oh, first of all, what's the subject like? Was like you are you is there somebody he wants us to see? There's nobody we can see here. Then is there a mood he wants us to feel like? Because sometimes it's not just about a subject or a figure in the picture being in focus, being sharp. Sometimes you can actually just want to convey mood. And let's okay, I'm assuming that's what he's trying to do. So maybe that's why he photographed droplets
Mm-hmm.
what's it called glass on the glass of the bus or the vehicle. But if that's what he did, there's nothing else supporting the image. Like, so if I
Mm,
would do something similar, like something like this, the background, even the like those things in white and all, they would be they they would like they will make the shape will make sense. I don't know if you understand. Like it will
mhm,
like there's a way I would photograph it, or there's the way I would expect it was photographed that makes like some sense, even if it's maybe okay. I have the picture exactly like this. I think I remember that picture. So just like this, but the person behind was holding an umbrella.
mhm.
So that's literally that would be serendipity for this picture. Like
It
literally this
gives you a point of focus, a
exactly
story. It tells you the
Ex
story.
exactly. There's a story there. So, oh, like they can even decide to put any write up you want. Maybe like, oh, rainy day, blah 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 blah. But this picture, there's no like, I respect what he maybe had in mind, but the execution wasn't really on point.
Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough. So Sylvester Ogbo is on it. Sue, uh, I feel like personally, I feel like he has in this image, he has the ingredients, but he just didn't manage to. So that's the tough thing about serendipity, right? The way you're looking at it, like you might have two of the good parts. You might have composition, you might have lighting,
Mhm.
and then there is no decisive moment. Right?
And,
That's
and,
why it's so
and
difficult.
let me even give a free
Free
expo.
tip.
The most important thing in those three is actually the moment.
Mm,
Because I remember when I started street photography, like I was like till date, I'm fascinated about composition. It's like it's something I actually cherish. Like it's what gives me joy in photo. One of the
mm,
things that give me joy in photography. But one of my mentors actually said something one time. I think he was like, "Oh, Bernard, you know your pictures are amazing. They are great, but sometimes that he thinks I sacrifice the story,
mm.
the moment for composition and light." That and when he
Oh.
said it, I struggled to understand him, but as soon as he clicked in my mind, I'm like, oh shoot, I've just been goofing. Because
Mm,
if if you shoot like you shoot beautiful in quote beautiful images without content, without story, it goes nowhere. It's just beautiful nonsense. You get so
yeah.
as much as possible, it's important not to sacrifice moments. I mean, look at all those blogs, all those blogs we have on social media. Most of the images or most of the videos they share are
Mm-hmm,
just literally point and shoot. But people,
mm-hmm.
you still see people commenting because whatever, even though
They
a,
capture the moment.
exactly,
Mm,
even though an artist might look at and say, what kind of shabby picture is this? What kind of shabby video is this? But because people can get the message from the content, it already goes, it works. So you will do all your skill and you miss the moment. You not expect people to relate. They can't relate. At the end of the day,
mm.
you're trying to tell a story. Your story must be told properly. I love this. This is beautiful.
I love this. I love this. I saw it. I love it.
But my issue is this. I think these names, I don't want a situation where a name is familiar to me and might influence what I say.
Don't let it influence what you say, please.
Even though
don't
I'm not
let
sure I know this person.
don't let it
I'm
influence
hoping
what
I
you
don't know.
say.
It's not the Francis I know. Okay.
Or you
But the
go
pictures actually.
or you offend someone that knows you personally, and you're like, but I love this. I love this.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah,
think?
it's a beautiful picture.
What do you
I
think
think
works about this?
so. The balance, there's a balance in the image. So you see the shadow, you see that elongated shadow.
Mm-hmm.
That whole space where the shadow is ideally could have been dead space, because I mean, imagine if there was no shadow there, it would have just been, dude, like what were you trying to photograph? That's just dead space. But
Mm-hmm.
having that shadow fall on that part of the frame literally makes the whole frame make sense. Like it's a beautiful picture to look at.
Mm,
He used the frame, so when like it's the eyes, like it's sweet to the eyes, or it's coming to the eyes. So the
yeah.
balance works. So
I think there's something about the pop of color at at the point of focus that now
yeah,
draws
yeah,
your eye.
yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful, like he saw it, like it's a picture well observed.
And I mean, like I'm trying to imagine what he saw first. Did he see the shadows first and was waiting for the perfect,
Excuse me.
bless you,
Yeah, yeah,
was waiting for the perfect subject to walk past, or like, right?
yeah. I guess so. I think that's what he did. I think he saw a shadow maybe from other people passing, and he just figured, I'll wait and shoot again.
This
I
is
don't want
what.
to feel like I don't want to behave like all those Lagos people. I feel like I want to name where this place is, but I'll just keep move. So it won't be as if.
But you don't work at Lagos now. You should be able to.
Oh, you see, I know the person that shot this picture. You see, I told you to cover names. I told you
Oh
to
yeah, what we
cover
do
names.
before we know what we do
I'll
with
be
this.
so that I'm not biased towards, because I actually know the guy very well. It's my guy. Um, this is four. This is a four. Let's leave it
This
at
is a
four.
four, right? I
Yeah.
respect. I respect this image. I don't know the person, but I agree with your rating, so I don't think you're biased.
Mhm.
Okay. Hmm. What do
Um,
you think?
so
I like.
uh,
I if this is not staged, which I don't think it is. The look on the lady's face is too real for it is to be staged. I think I like it, but I don't know. I want to hear what you think.
so first of the picture, like there's something like, so there's how, I mentioned composition and balance. So already, like, it's on my left side. Pictures on my left side. So I'm uncomfortable with it. So maybe I
Hmm.
will flipped it first, or like I don't know what to.
Hmm.
Wait, let me rephrase this picture.
I can see why your wife thinks you're mean.
I've not even said anything. I'm trying
Yeah,
so hard
go on, go on.
not to,
Don't just let it go. Let it go. Let's see.
I'm literally trying hard not to, because, okay.
What do you think does what do you think? So I get a
So
sense that you
this
wouldn't
picture
give this a
is
four.
off. It's off. It's off
What's
to
off
me.
about it then?
It's just the sense of, I don't know. Okay, so see, I like the colors. Like, let me start from what I like.
Mm,
That's had to be nice. You start from the base.
mm, 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 mm.
So you see the pop of red, the blue. That's beautiful. It draws your eye in. But the truth is, when you drawing your eye in doesn't work, because there's like, I can't. You said you're seeing the face. I can't really make sense of the actual, like, where the faces are. And there's something they call, what's this thing called? Sorry, let me just quickly bring out the word, so that
Go on.
it's not as if I'm trying to hunt the person. Um, there's something called, uh, 1 minute.
I hope the person is not on YouTube watching this thing. The person should
The,
watch
pe-
it after we finish it.
the
I'll be
person is
done.
going to watch and learn from whatever. But I'm
Uh,
curious to know what you're trying to say.
yeah. Just 1 minute. I'll get it now. Bidi 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 bidi. Oh, come on. Where are you? Yeah, that's it. Figure to ground. So there's something called figure to ground in composition,
Hmm.
and it's like in Gestalt,
You said figure to ground.
figure to ground. So
Okay.
you see this, if those their faces were on that white spot,
Mm.
it would have been a better picture because
It should have
it would
created a
be
contrast. Is that what you mean?
exactly a contrast that would make them like make us see the emotions we were sharing. I'm sure you saw the emotions because you have the picture, you zoomed in, you saw what they were trying to what was, but I can't make sense of the picture because of that figure to ground that is already mad. I don't know if you understand.
Hmm.
But
But I think the person is trying to paint a picture of a couple walking in the rain.
that picture I didn't paint it well.
It didn't seem to. If would this have been better in black and white? Do you think?
Black and white won't save that picture. It's a ruin. Like if the person had patience for maybe a second more, he would get like maybe he or she, is he a she or he that took the picture? He'll,
Well,
like
no
he'll be able
idea.
to get, yeah. So if they had just been on that white wall,
Okay, so you think if they
and
had been on that white, right, it should have been.
then there's something like you see this umbrella blocking the guy's face
Mm,
is so it's just like the picture doesn't work for me. And another thing I'm biased about is I rarely shoot in this orientation, this vertical orientation.
portrait.
So if you shoot portrait, like you should know what you're doing. You should already get it. Don't come and you not shoot portrait. You still stress me and not do it. Like
Mm,
you get. So
okay, so
let
what
me
will you
know.
rate it?
I know you like the picture, but I'll
I
give it
like it.
this.
I like the moment. I don't. I'm trying to imagine how he created it.
So it
Let me.
doesn't even work for serendipity too. So
It
it's
doesn't. It's capturing a decisive moment. And
what is it? What is the situation there?
okay, so to be fair, if I'm being fair, if there was no rain, right, I would
Yeah.
have just seen this as a yeah capturing two
You
people walking on the streets.
people
Was
need to be
fantastic
paying your
about
light
it, right?
bill. Why are they taking light up and down like this?
Ben, and leave us because you go to UK now. You nobody will hear what. Leave our light bill. So yeah, okay. What will you rate it?
Two.
Oh come on,
So
point
don't
five,
worry, maybe I'll come back
point
to it.
five, point
The person should
five.
pray.
It was
The
in the
person should
rain
pray.
for the rain for the rain.
Is it because the person was in the rain?
Come
Let's
on.
not let me not start talking about where we used to go to shoot. It's just rain is talking. I shot in the snow yesterday. See my fingers.
Okay, we'll stay with two. I will revisit this. Okay, let's. What do you think about this?
Exactly, serendipity. Oh, okay.
Your face is sort of half hidden. Oh.
Sorry, I was trying to talk something. It's fine. Let me come back. Um.
Let me zoom in. Let
uh,
me zoom in directly to you. How can I zoom into you with this thing?
so It's your face that's bigger than the picture
I'm
now.
trying to to remove it from you. I'm trying to zoom it to you because I love your expression as you're trying to figure out. It's not picking you.
So see, um, it's a nice,
You seem like you're struggling
nice
to like this image.
because so the challenge I have is this. It's always like when you're saying something is good, we know we hear you. So you know what people used to think about, like people used to think that used to think good photography is having something like
getting something in your frame. But good photography is actually a product or a result of how many things you have outside your frame.
Mm.
So it's not by the number of things in your frame, it's by the number of things that
Do you
aren't
know
in
how
your
many?
frame. So
Do you know how many wise notes? How many wise
no,
things you
no,
have dropped
because no,
in the
because
last
see,
guy? Wisdom
no,
is
no,
finishing. Wisdom is
no, no,
finishing
no.
me.
See now, hold on. It's
No, no.
when
I
you're
feel.
trying
I
to
feel
say
what you're saying.
something. When you're
I
trying to
feel what
say
you're saying.
something. Like imagine if I'm trying to say something and after every 2 seconds I say and I stop. You won't pick like imagine if I stutter. So I'm talking like after I say 2 words, I like how I start
Mm-hmm.
stammering or I just
Mm-hmm.
say gibberish. You will miss out on the things I've been saying. You get
Mm-hmm.
so that's the issue with this picture. So I see the concept, the idea of this the money, the hand trying to get the money, but the level of distractions around. See that's
Takes away from the message that you are trying
exactly
to.
that's the word. That's the word. It takes away. So it's there's something they call a weak link. So you know how a big chain is only as powerful as the
As
weakest.
the weakest link. Mm.
So like the weakness in this, like the strength in that shot. Like imagine if you had cropped closer, you had zoomed in closer, you have this picture would have been beautiful. But you see this that's lantern, like the lantern, the white, the like
It's
it's
all
just
they are not adding in any way to
the
the
distraction is a
message.
lot. Distraction
Yeah.
is a lot. So most times it's better like, and it's crazy because sometimes this is like it's speed of light, speed of like the reflex. You just see the thing you just want to shoot. But if you had even shot it, at least try and crop. And that's the only reason why people buy new cameras, because you can crop better and you still have better
Mm.
resolution. Yeah. So this one is a 3, so that we'll keep moving.
You give this a 3.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there is a decisive moment, but 3. The last guy in the rain, you gave him 2. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. Okay, so that means there is something you like about it, right?
Yeah.
And that will be the decisive moment, right? The the message. Mm.
Oh, this is the next one. This is beautiful.
Oh,
Like I
you
wish I
like
showed this
this?
image. That kind of this,
Oh, we got
and
one. We got one. Yes.
I wish I showed
Yes.
this image. Like this is just beautiful. And actually, you know how I was talking about how street photography is fiction. So most times, like the message, it doesn't have to have a a message that everybody agrees. Like when everybody see the photo, it's the same message everybody will think. No, it should
Mhm.
have messages that
Everybody,
people can
people
interpret
can pick up,
differently.
interpret it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So this is that kind of photo. Like this picture can be anything to anybody. This is easily a 5. Like I don't know if you get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
So,
it's
so what
so,
parts?
so no,
What
no.
can you just explain
See,
more why you like it? What
when you look at the
exactly?
picture, what do you see? You see what the person is trying to get you to see. Like you
So there is a
see
focus,
the
right?
figure,
Mm.
you see the shadow. Every like they're not stones all around, but those things are in the shadows, so they don't. There's no light on them, so it's not
Mm-hmm.
distracting. You get. So
Mm-hmm.
this is just it. Like it's a proper
And
like
everything
a
around the
standard street
image
photography picture.
contributes. Everything
The
around it
photo. See those
contributes to it,
lines.
right?
See how the lines,
Yeah.
both the one from the top, how
They
it leads
draw
to the
you.
woman, the one from the
Mm.
down. Like it's just beautiful. It's a photographer dream.
Yeah.
Like a street
Well
photographer.
done.
And it's a proper street photography photo. Yeah.
Well done, praise. Do you know this person? Hope we are not being
No,
biased here.
no.
Okay,
The
nice.
person I should have
Well
been biased about with fast his photo.
but I agree with you. This this is good.
Okay. The person that shot that photo, I'd like to know the person actually.
You mean this one, this praise? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Praise. Try and reach out to us, or I'll reach out to the person definitely.
You know, has light. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Come there.
What do you
Why?
think?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I can see that I'm already beginning to see a pattern here. Now, my problem
So
with Bernard now is like Bernard has like is either black or white, is either great or rubbish.
no, like
There is no in between with you here.
no, like okay. Now let me just say something. You see this photo. This photo has mad potential because these people are coming in the
Mm,
file. So it's just
mm,
where, like, imagine if you're just Emmanuel, if he had just moved to the left,
mm-hmm,
bent down, he will get like a file of them in, like, there will be that symmetry with the, like, beautiful picture easily. You
mm,
get, so it's, so that's why it's painful, because like you already see, like, their photos you see, you be like that rain photo. Now why it's hard to, like, when, if you want to be nicer to the person, you be like, oh, you don't know, or like where he was staying, maybe it was raining, he couldn't do. But this one
okay.
literally, like, I can see what he could have just, he could have just done different, like, just like it's so easily. So it's that's why it's annoying. You get,
Yes, because there's so much potential, right? So,
like,
but now it
so
leads me
much
to a
potential.
question that I want to ask you. Now, in this
Mm.
kind of situation, now these guys are obviously moving in a line now,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to take them. How do you deal with
Mm-hmm.
situations where do you interact with the person? Do you?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So if he stops to interact with them, he won't get that picture, like the picture, the file picture. So like he saw them before they got there. So what I would do normally is to, I already squat or just bend down before they pass. So they come in, they won't think I'm bending down for them or I'm trying to photograph them. You get, like, they'll just be like, oh, they literally everybody's minding their business. Nobody, like, life is
Mm,
moving on, everybody, like, you get, it's working for, it's moving for everybody. So me bending down, as soon as like they come close, I'll just get the picture. So you see them before time, it already gives you an edge. You can literally just wait there, perch there, and literally get your photo while they're passing.
I see.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. So, what would you rate this?
Uh, so
Bernard, two, two, two.
have I given anybody one today?
No, not one. No one. But you're giving somebody three. Ha! I hope you like this
I
image.
love this photo.
I
I
think
just
God
wish.
because I love it too.
I just wish.
What? Sorry,
Uh,
I'm excited about this image because it adds a sense of humor to
this
it.
the truth is
That's
this, and this is the actual, like, serendipity definition. This is the proper definition of serendipity. Like that whole, like, like I mentioned in the beginning, that whole
Mhm.
just opposing two things, like the work and the humor you need. And imagine this one's walking to Chicken Republic, like the Republic of Chicken. They're the Asari the Kubos.
like like
Yeah.
I was blown away when I saw it. Like
My
this.
challenge, however,
Mm,
is the, like, so the difference between, how detail, like, that thing they say about detail, is it the angel or the devil that's in the detail?
the
How,
devil is in the detail.
so, like, the little things you do that just show how intentional you are as a person. So this is a very beautiful picture, but you see that the car, the I'm sure the person was sitting in the car and just saw it and
You're
just
about to
quickly,
talk
like, it
about
was,
this, the side mirror.
what's the
Are you talking
side
about
mirror,
this?
that, yes, yes, like, it could have been avoided if the person really wanted to, saw the picture and really was excited. But like, it won't take so long now, maybe 15
You could.
10 seconds or 15
Mm,
seconds. Maybe the chicken will pass, but literally that's why there's something called waiting game. You literally wait, they'll pass again. But if
mm.
you can't wait, you let it go, you make another picture in front. I don't know if you get. So
Okay,
anything
so what
worth
will you
doing is
have
worth
done
doing well.
if you have
Just
if you were here? You would have taken this image, right, and you'd have waited.
yes, I would have waited, and I would have, like, gotten a clearer shot. I would have waited for a better shot.
Mm.
You need to, like, most times people are always afraid of, sometimes it's better you even lose an image than to get an image that is not proper, because
Wow.
every weak photo you get, like, you're judged. Remember the weakest link, you're judged by your weakest photo. So
Okay.
that's why when people like Tosin, I don't know if Tosin will have mentioned to you, when people shoot, everybody shoots rubbish from, from the highest photographer you know to the least photographer you know. Everybody shoots rubbish. Well, everybody,
Mm,
we don't all show rubbish.
present.
We don't all present
They
rubbish
present
because
the
there's
strongest ones.
exactly there's something called calling. You call your like you select your photos. The weak ones you let
Mm,
them go. So this picture shouldn't have made the selection. Like it's one of those photos just like I could have made it to but look at because of this thing. We can't
you
use it
just drop
anymore.
it. It's
Yeah.
annoying because this side mirror here gives you a portal out of the image,
Like
right?
it's just it just puts you off.
It just takes you out, unfortunately. But the
Yeah.
humor, the idea, the serendipity part of it's on
Yeah.
point. Well done, Simeon. So what would you rate it?
Man, it's hard though
This one hard,
because
Avi.
I really like the visual. And the fact that it's like this picture could have been everything. See how it's too cheeky. Like the too cheeky now becomes like a line that
Yeah,
literally. Oh god. Let's leave it at three.
3.5.
No five, three.
There is a 3.5. There is a difference. There's a point, something possibility. Come on.
It's
Because later
three.
you see another image that you gave 3 and you'll be like, oh, nah, this image could
We
have been
still
on the
go
same
around
level.
images. So there are
Okay, oh,
images that will
yeah,
still
okay.
come themselves. I'm
All
surprised
right,
I've not
let's.
given anybody one.
Okay. This one from Abubakar Sadiq.
Hmm. Okay. Mm. Bunker, this honey can put on like a bench. I like the woman looking back.
Hmm. Generally, what's your initial impression? Just okay. You seem like you're thinking just okay.
No. Like, so what I can see in the picture is the intentionality of the person that photographed it. The person was
Hmm.
intentional. See the angle of view. Like, so it's easy to tell pictures that people that just like pictures that were just shot and pictures
Just
that
carry your phone and yeah, okay.
exactly so picture that someone actually tried to do something like the
Hmm.
effort. So I can see the effort in the photo. So that's why I'm
Hmm.
not in a haste to just like literally say, oh, like one has to respect that effort because
Hmm.
you can
I
tell
agree
that
with you.
he's quoted right in front of this guy and he's trying to frame the people working. Like there was a lot of effort he put into it. So I really like the fact that that woman is looking back,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm trying to see if there's uh but she's smiling. That's the issue. What could it be? Let's just I think we just keep it moving. I'll
What
give
what
the
what
three.
what would you do to him, or what could have been better?
Wait, hold on. Okay, that's another bicycle there, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm. Could have done, but like maybe I would have like I don't know what the what I'm struggling with is the team we're working with. I don't maybe this is not the selection you should have put the picture should have put for this this very competition. It's a good photo like he like did a decent work, but team wise
okay.
I'm trying to make like connect it and make sense of it as per relating to our team, but I'm finding
Mm-hmm.
it difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I can understand, and that's very
Yeah.
important. That's very important if you are
Yeah.
submitting an image for a teamed.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's give it a three.
Okay, fair enough. Let's keep it rolling. So now so when I picked this image, I picked it
It's like
because
you like what is she selling? Huh? What is she
egg
selling?
roll, egg
It's
roll.
like you like egg roll very well. That's what you
No,
picked it. That's the only reason you
let me
picked it.
put a disclosure here. I wanted it to be a learning moment. I
Okay.
wanted it to be a learning moment. So I didn't want to just pick great images or images I
Mm,
thought. I wanted to pick images that I felt could be a good learning moment for anybody that is watching. So
yeah.
this is a learning moment image that I thought you'd want to expand on.
Yeah. Yeah. Like what we said in the first photo, like there's literally so many things happening. We can't exactly figure out what he's trying to say.
What you're trying
So
to say.
sometimes you see so shooting shooting wide, like shooting a lot of things is not a bad thing. I'm not People shouldn't get me wrong. I'm not saying shoot single subject image or shoot single no. Even when you shoot a widespread or large spread of people, like that kind of thing, there should be something that works with it.
They
Like
should connect to something.
they should all connect. Like, and there's some like what's it called? It's just because of the sleep, I've not slept. Like
Sorry.
they should. Okay, there's a photo. I'm trying to remember. There's one picture from Osho they shot some time back. It's one of my favorite photos. I always like to share it. Like it's still that same. It looked like there was like chaos there, but in that chaos, there's still a form of organization, or like organization. They should, like, you can see how you move from like this the you can your eyes will move from one subject to the other. Nobody's
Mm,
blocking another person. Like literally, it's as if it's almost as if you arranged people, and that's why I always say like streets are always posing, because but you need to actually see that moment
you
and
need to
shoot it.
see
And
it, and
sometimes you need to move for like it's not the picture might not just be where you're standing. You might just need to move a bit to the left or move to the right, or even bend down or like shoot from up. It's not always just at
mm,
eye level. So
mm,
like this picture could have worked if see this you see that where that guy is, that white guy on white, beautiful.
this
But
guy, yeah.
he's already covering somebody. Imagine if it
Okay.
wasn't like that guy wasn't there. There was a woman, and this people and Gallon person was a bit forward a little. This Gallon person in the middle.
Gallon
There's a
person in the
person
middle.
bending. Is it Gallon? Someone bending down there.
This person,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Imagine it was a bit closer to the camera than this woman.
Mm.
So it would have just been a person to person.
So
Yeah.
I think from this person's point of view, I think sometimes, because I've also had that experience before, like you're in a place where
Hmm.
you feel like this is a moment, like you're in a place and you're seeing people are struggling to buy fuel in a filling
Mm,
station because of maybe scarcity
yeah,
or something. So
yeah,
you, in your mind, you realize this is a moment, and your first instinct is to try and capture the moment the
mm,
way you are seeing it, but
yeah.
you don't realize that the viewer of the image is not gonna be there with you, so
Yeah,
you
that's
have
why
to.
photography is hard work. Oh.
Mm,
That's why people don't understand. Like you see photography, video. That's why like that's the professionalism in it, because because entry point is almost zero, because anybody people have mobile phones. Anybody can lift a camera. But you being
mm,
able to, that's why it's communication. That's why it's visual. It's a visual language. You being able to properly communicate with an image or properly communicate with video content. It's actually is a skill. You
yeah.
get. So no, but like anybody could have taken this picture. Even I could have taken a shot like this, but I won't show you as a picture I made. You get.
Mm.
So I'm not like the issue is not in the person taking the picture. The issue is in the person certifying that this is his
This is my
this is
work.
his submission. Yeah.
This is my submission. Okay, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, yeah. So it's like everybody takes rubbish. It's somebody everybody so it's something everybody should settle. Like don't beat yourself up. Everybody shoots shit. Like everybody. Forgive
Mm.
my Spanish.
You're French.
This
Mm.
picture is partial. The color and the grading is just very calming. You just already want to like it.
The composition and the color is,
Yeah,
it makes you just you appreciate it as a picture.
yeah,
My
yeah. It looks
my
like
question is,
an
does it fit into
artwork.
the theme?
It doesn't, and hmm, if maybe the guy was wearing the same color, is he wearing the same color as the things?
It's actually, so the color of this person here is very close
It's
to the
almost,
color of these things,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is the same as the color of the ground. So it's very.
And but I'm thinking he maybe like when he was color grading, he like played with the colors and
Oh, you think
made
this
it
is not
look.
what the reality of what was on ground? I
I
mean,
don't. I
like
doubt it. Yeah, because that it might be a white stuff the guy was wearing, or maybe purple brown thing. What this thing is red. The sand couldn't have been this red or brown. So there's a tricky. But I'm not again like cool. But
you're cool with that, right?
Yeah.
but it must be somebody must be able to buy it. So where do you, for street photography, what do you think about in terms of level of editing the look and feel? What's your opinion?
So generally, I try not to, like, there's no hard and fast rule with how you want your pictures to look, like edit wise, whether you want to color grade or you want to just shoot post straight out of camera, like. But as much as possible, consider the fact that if people like, let your work be easy on the eye,
Mm,
because you don't want, like, put your effort should be in learning storytelling, how to like actually create pictures, not in edits. Because if you shoot a shitty picture, there's no edits that will fix it. Like,
yeah.
except you now literally want to be doing Photoshop where you're removing people and putting people. That's, and like literally that's like creating the picture
From
from camera. You get. So I feel more effort should be placed in learning how to take pictures or make content, like whether it's video you want to do, but don't sacrifice that effort in that area to now say, oh, you want to learn Photoshop, you want to learn like learn those things. It should be an add-on, not the major.
mm,
You get, yeah. So that's what I feel about it.
okay.
Because it
All
got
right.
to a point. There was a point in the industry, like maybe some
Mm-hmm.
3 years ago, 2 years ago, where literally everybody was doing edit, high pass, or all those things they call it on Photoshop, and they were doing it on pictures that were not even lit properly. Like,
Mm,
when you try to edit a picture that didn't like wasn't actually shot well, it shows. Like, there's no, it just doesn't work. Why do you think someone like maybe even Tosi or Emmanuel, why do you think they buy a lot of lights?
the
Because
mm-hmm.
even, are you saying they don't know Photoshop or they don't know how to edit? Because if you edit rubbish to show that it's rubbish, you actually edited. You get, so as much as possible, the actual image should pop before you now start trying to rub pancake on it. Yeah.
So you're okay with applying grading on what is considered a street photography image?
If the person has the time or the person likes it, yeah. Because they're actually photographers that like they're actually color grade, but it's not street photos. It's, I think it's, see, whatever makes people happy, but don't sacrifice the
Okay.
actual picture, the story for it. People that like, the twist is this: people that actually put effort in, like people that put effort in learning composition, all those other things, they
They
don't have
usually
time to
don't.
color grade.
They don't. Yeah, they don't want to. They don't want to affect the reality of what's the quality of what they caught in reality, right?
Yeah, not even affect. They don't want you to now see the picture and all you see is color grade, because it takes a lot of
Oh, okay.
patience, attention.
Yeah.
Attention is everything. Attention is the price of creativity. So imagine me taking my time to observe light, we finish having that patience and shooting something, then I'll not color grade it. Then people now be saying, oh, nice color grading, nice color grading. That's not what I want you
Is
to
that
see.
what I? Yeah, I
Like,
get you.
see how much attention I pay. Like, see the lights, literally. Don't forget color grading. So
Mm,
it's not literally you're sacrificing the main cost for just for appetizers. That's what I
mm,
feel about it. Yeah.
okay. Nice, nice. Thank you for that tidbit. Are we going to let's rate this quickly?
Okay. I've given too many threes. Let's do two for this one.
Okay. I won't argue.
Thank you for not arguing.
I think this is
Oh,
similar, so we don't take too much time.
yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah,
very
two.
similar
Yeah.
to that previous one.
So we'll give it two, two.
Okay. Okay. This is from Levi the Grapher. Lev. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name very well. Maybe it's Levi. What do you think?
Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. Nice panning. Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
You call this so this is panning he did here, right?
Yeah, that whole like you get your subjects fixed,
And
then have the background like a blur. It's a very interesting skill.
I feel like it's a cheat, kind of. It's a cheat skill for this for
It's a
this.
skill. It's not a cheat. It's a skill. Like
No,
if you know how to do it,
I
you do
agree.
it.
I agree that it's a skill, but I feel like it's a cheat in the sense that it will make everything look serendipitous, if there's a word.
Yeah.
In the
So
sense
that's
that
the thing. So it's a, like yeah, I get what you're saying. Like it's a cheat for this competition because it's not exactly like it doesn't exactly what is serendipitizing in this picture now.
yeah,
You get
right. So it just made it look like, whoa, this is the moment that is
yeah.
caught here, right?
Yeah, but
But
what I
then
actually
it is a
love,
skill.
what, but actually the serendipity in it, because let's look
Mm.
at it. See that guy lying on that thing. The guy is like he's resting, he's sleeping. Do
Mm-hmm.
you see the guy?
Yeah, this guy
You
right here.
get. So how do you like it's and like it's a an oxymoron. Like how do you rest
In a move,
in a dash, like in that kind of
and you
so
said fiction is okay. So this
yeah,
feels like,
yeah, street photography is fiction. Yeah.
and I like the way the colors play together because the colors in the building match the colors on
Mm,
this bottom floor here, and
yeah,
then they
yes, it's
match
a
the colors
beautiful
of his
picture.
shirt.
Yeah, I just wish, like personally, I feel it's too far because the actual story is tiny there. If maybe like there's just a little tighter crop, maybe it would have helped.
Yeah.
Like there's too much cloud in it. Like
Oh, you feel the cloud is too much.
yeah, yeah, should have just maybe.
Now that you mention it,
So you
but
just see you see that like that's what the photo is. That guy actually on that bag of tomato, whatever it
so
is, lying there.
if he cut off the cloud, he would have had an image that maybe cut off this building into half, right?
If it cuts up like so this I think the sizing he did here is 8 by 10 or something. It's not the standard two
Oh,
by three picture. So
okay. So if
if
he
he
had done
does
a
that
two by
standard two by
three,
three, yeah, it would have been
so let's have it.
better. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what
So
would you
I
rate
love the
this?
photo. So I'll give it the 4.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. It's good. Well done, Levi. Uh, I know you have something
Ooh.
similar, somewhat similar to this.
My biggest issue with this picture is this colored and black and white thing. Let me tell
Like
the
I don't
person
know
what
why.
let me tell the person what they told me 2015. I was told by one guy, this is the guy that sold me my first, no, my, he didn't sell me my first camera. He sold me my first professional camera. It was a, like, I don't want to call their name, but it was a, not people that have D in their camera. It was a,
I know you
that,
can't call some camera names. Yeah, by the way, Bernard is a Fujifilm
wait, let me
ambassador,
finish my
so
gist.
he can't call some names. He can't call some names.
So, so that camera, like, oh, he sold me the camera. I was using one other camera. He now sold me that one that year because that was the camera I used to start my wedding photography then that year. And so then I used to post pictures like this because see, then when you're starting photography, this thing, this style is like literally is the best thing in your mind. Like when you do it, you'll be so excited, your mind will be so hyped, like you'll be
Like
feeling
you can
like,
separate color in one place
oh
and black and
god,
white.
this like I can't like I try not to talk down on anybody that does this. I only try to explain to them because I
Because
remember
you
how
can
I felt
relate.
the first time I did this thing. I felt so good, like it was dope, like in my mind. But the guy said something. He said, "No, Emuj is his name. Of Emuj, I think he has moved to Canada now." He said that no serious photographer shoots like this,
That's mean.
and maybe that's why
That's
I was
so
offended.
that's so mean.
He said, he said,
He
he
said no
said, he said,
serious
he said,
photographer.
Bernard, Bernard, look at, I won't lie to you, look at all the people, like, look at all those photographers that you respect. No serious photographer shoots like this. And when he said it, I went home, I
That's
was upset.
that's
I
so
was so
cold.
mad. But thinking
That's so
about it, I now
cold.
realized that it's like, it's not, it's leave it to painters. Let them play around and try to do this. This is not, it's not ideal for photography except you're doing like there may be some kind of conceptual work. There's something else you're trying to say, like there's a message you're trying to pass in your like a project and all. But street photography now, it's a no. It's a no. Even though it's fiction, fiction reaches one. You get
And it's crazy because it captures an interesting moment.
this is
The
like I didn't even see the
plane
black and
and
white
the
thing. I just saw
truck.
the truck and the this, and I was shouting ooh until I now saw the black and white.
Exactly.
So he literally just shot
He could
himself
have
or
just shot
herself on the
he should
leg.
have just shot everything as black and white and just call it a day. Yeah.
Ah, very like business. So this is a very beautiful vision. Like that's playing, and but sadly you'll get a three or she'll get a three.
Yeah. 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 No serious for that's really cold. No serious photographer shoots like this. No. I
But
agree with you. I can relate.
I never forget that. Like the first day I did this thing, I even remember the picture I did it with. Like I was so excited. I still remember the very picture I did it with. It was because the picture had red, so I did everything
You
black and white.
picked
And I
all
did
the
the
red.
red. Oh God!
Oh
But
my god. Do you have the image? You still have that image?
yeah, happy boys. Not here is my hard drive. One of my
Okay,
hard drive.
I'll collect it so that I can maybe when I'll do a clip of this part of the conversation and I put it in so that
Oh,
for reference. Yeah, nice.
oh. It's a very
Okay.
nice treats conversation. Like there's this guy Sam Okocha. He shoots stuff like this. I actually like his
Mm,
work.
mm. I like
Hmm.
this. I like this.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also an image with potential, right?
So this picture is great. You know why it's great? You know why it's great?
I'm listening.
See the guy's face. See what's written on the girl's shirt.
Okay, nice. So the love and the guy's face.
Even though
Mm.
the face of of the lady isn't reciprocating that message, well, there's a
It's
subtle look the guy has on his face, and there's love block. So there's a conversation there, like it's a story. So
mhm.
it's like it's a beautiful moment that was captured. So I like the photos. Yeah.
What I don't like about it for now, and I don't know if there's something that could have been done about it, is this sign.
No
The
stopping,
no
no.
parking, no stopping, no waiting.
I
I'm not
think it
sure
adds
there's
to the
something that could
photo,
have been
sure.
done. You
I think it adds
think?
to the photo. Yeah,
Does it?
because they said no parking and they're there playing love.
Oh, come on. Does it?
Yeah,
I feel
you
like
have
the
to do
photo would
it.
have been better if that thing was not there. And the
No, you
funny
have to
thing is
do it.
that this
The
thing
people,
is in
my
focus.
my biggest issue is all this like I don't
The
know like how
people.
he or she could have shot the ball. She could have shot the ball. The people like it's a bit distracting, but you see this the no parking, no waiting, like literally, yeah, literally there having a conversation. So it's like they're breaking law.
I feel you. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, so there's a story there, but if it's strong enough, that's the issue. But there's a story there,
What would you
so
rate it?
it's still gonna be on three.
On 3. I think actually that's our last image.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
we are just
15.
about the
So
1 hour
everyone
mark.
that I feel from three to five. Let's just look at them. All the twos. Let's just do it two and lower.
Okay, so let's
Let's
look for the 3 to
eliminate those
5s.
one.
So
Mm,
this is still a 2, right?
yeah, it is.
So this is 4. We'll
Yeah.
keep it. Let me move it to the top.
Okay.
Okay, this is a 2. This is a
Mm.
3. This is a 5.
That picture escaped it too, like by
By
like.
by this much.
I wanted to change my mouth and say make that one a two, but let's leave it.
Let's just agree. Let's just free it. I mean, okay. And I don't know how this one did not escape. Okay, well, you made a good point. You made a good point. Let me leave the matter. This is a 2, Bernard.
Yes, it's two because of
It's a
just
2.
one little
It's a
error. Like
2.
it's two. The person should not be because I could like you see that last one. You see how I could make a story out of it, like at least.
Okay,
But this I
you
can't
can.
make I can't make anything out of it. Like and the picture is not
Mm,
even aesthetic wise. It's not like it's not pleasing like that, and I still
mm,
can't make a story out of it. So it's like where can we hold? You
yeah,
would say maybe if it was gallon of fuel that they were carrying, and maybe this guy is looking at them like
you know,
say maybe
you remind me of all these movies where you see the torturer, the person that is torturing the actor is a nice person. Like I don't want to do this to you, but it just have to torture you. Yeah.
no no don't make it look like that.
All right. Okay. So yeah, this is a 3. Let me
Yeah.
move it up here. This is also a 3. Let me move it up here. This was a for learning. This is a 2. This is a 2. This is a 4. And 3. Another lucky escape.
Ah,
And
okay. Well, the vision, like it's not fault what
you
person
give,
saw. Sha.
yeah, yeah. And this is a 3. So we
How
have
many do we have?
on our top 5, on our from 3 above, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8.
Hmm.
So
Let me
far, the
just.
one you'd if we are going to pick a winner now, this is the one you'd pick.
Okay. Yeah, actually, yeah. But
Over
hmm.
this, over this. Let me show you the competition now.
So because I
Over
know
this.
this guy, I don't want him to win because I will be feeling like I was
So you're
partial. I know
negative
him.
bias. You're negative bias
Yeah.
right now. But name
It's
a
like that.
name aside. So it's impossible to be
I can
biased
sort him
now.
later.
Name aside, would you genuinely pick this image over this image?
Yeah. Like I'm just like it's just the aesthetics of this picture that is so pleasing. Like it's such a beautiful photo. Like
Oh, Francis is online. I just saw his comment. So no pressure,
you,
but the person you're
it's
choosing is
actually,
online.
I know him. He's the one, Brother Francis. So
Yeah,
the
man.
issue why that one like flaws this very one with beautiful shadow is the fact that like there's almost no distraction in the other picture. Like here we can still see there's still some other shadow cast around, but
Mm,
it doesn't negate the fact that this like the vision of seeing that shadow and covering that whole
mm,
frame. But this one is just literally see what I'm showing you, see light flare, see leading lines. Like I don't know if you get, so it's cleaner,
yeah,
just a cleaner. It just because it's cleaner, not because it's a
yeah. Let me see if there is any other contender that we are missing. This is a 4.
yeah, that one. But
This
that
one is a
one,
4.
which one's it for? Yeah, this Levi's one.
Levi's one
Uh,
is a 4.
no, I don't think like so. If I should rate them, let me. I wish I thought I want to start pressing my arrow keys.
Okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Go put it on the first one.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll pick this one first. Let
Mm-hmm.
me go to the next one. Second,
Mm. Okay.
third,
Third. Okay, in that order.
yeah. Then let me see. Is there any other four?
Yeah. There's no other 4. There's no other 4.
So those are the top three actually.
Those are the top 3, right? And everybody else who comes close among all this. Let me
But
quickly.
I hope we dealt with like I explained the reason why that one didn't really like why it was the money picture.
You mean the money picture? Yes, you were very
Yeah.
okay. Thank you very much. I think this has been a very productive and very, very good learning experience for everybody. I really appreciate it. It seems like we don't have questions, but we have a lot of law comments. So, if you have any questions for Bernard,
If you should ask questions, if you please ask questions, come to the workshop and ask questions. Ask all
yes,
the
as a
answers at
good
the workshop.
segue. Yes, can you tell us about the workshop quickly before we end?
So, so I host workshops every year, annual street photography workshop. I call it street photography workshop because I feel street photography is the only sort of photography that intersects every other kind of photography.
Mm,
Any kind of photography you do, you can be like you can easily be a street photographer. If you shoot weddings, street photography will help you. If you're a documentary photographer, definitely street photography will help you. If you shoot fashion, they have
mm,
street style fashion. So it's something that helps your vision as a photographer. So as a photographer, so that's why I figured calling it street photography, I can't say if I say the foundation of photography workshop is too long. So having seen
Mm,
street photography, so what I'm saying this is that it doesn't mean in the workshop it's only street photography we handle. But street
so,
photography is like our avenue to talk about photography as a whole. So it
okay.
benefits every kind of photographer.
I did not know that actually. I think you need to make that
Yeah.
clearer because I did not know that.
So it's for these those that are able to attend that gets the clarity. That's it's still part
Mm,
of the advantage you get. Because if I start explaining like, am I? It's not Pepe I'm selling now at the end of the day. So I'm hoping that something can draw like at least you're drawn in. Then when you come, we have a good time together. So this is the third one. I did the first one in 2020, and it was in Lagos. And the
okay.
whole concept of the workshop is it's a retreat. It's not a come from your house every morning kind of workshop. It's a kind of workshop
So
where
everybody camp somewhere.
I get up, yeah, we get an apartment, we all move together, and we camp in the apartment. And the reason
Nice.
why I like that idea is because like inculcated or imbibed that idea is because I that's how I learn. I learn by osmosis, not
Mm,
just the conventional. Like I can literally be with somebody and we're talking about other things, and I'll learn what the person
you're
can do.
learning.
Like I don't know how to
Mm,
explain it. It's
I
almost
understand.
spiritual, and I believe that's how human. Like I feel human beings are wired to learn that way. When you stay in the same space with some kind of people, you easily adapt, or you easily get things from them that they might not even tell you,
Yeah.
but you
So
just
I understand
maybe
what you
see
mean by
them do it.
osmosis. Is because you can absorb from.
Exactly. So, and the beautiful thing is not just Bernard Kalu you're coming to absorb from the other photographers. So we'll be in the same space, and everybody has something to offer. So as we're literally learning together, and in the workshops, there also we have some other sites where we talk about health. There's yoga. We do yoga. We have a health because photography is just a part of your life. It's not everything about your life.
So you
So,
cover
so
everything.
exactly. So we try to like I was telling what's it called? I told somebody yesterday that photography is a very strong thing. Like you can get very passionate about photography, but it's important that you watch it because if you get overly passionate about photography and you neglect every other thing around you, like if every other thing suffers, your photography won't be as effective as it should be. Photography
Hmm.
at the end of the day is just a tool to communicate. So in as much as you're passionate about it, you need to still like those that you love, you still need to like be mindful of them because if you don't pay attention to other things, you can't even have stories to
You
tell.
you're unable to be creative, right?
Exactly. So as much as possible, always remember photography is the tool. So it's whole lot of things we'll cover, and it's
So
always a
where is
beautiful
this one?
experience.
Where is this one
This one,
happening? When is it?
okay, the first one held in Lagos, second one held in Benin City. This one is
Oh,
happening in
really?
Ibadan City.
Ibadan, nice.
Yeah, I'll be there for 3 days, having a swell time. Yeah, and
So
it's 180K, but if there's an early bird package where people can pay 150K, but payment has to be made before 19th of April. And
so when is
a
the
minute after 19th is
is
now 180K. And payment generally should be made at least a week before the workshop. We can still get payment, but as soon as we fill up our slot, and it's 10 slots, as soon as we fill up our 10 slots, it's the
you,
next year, hopefully.
oh, okay. So when is this one? When is the exact date?
The exact date is 19th May. 19th May. Oh, somebody's calling you out. Oh, have you heard
Yes,
him
yes.
make
I
it?
was waiting for us to finish having this conversation. Then I'll
Okay. So it's 19th May, yeah. I'm actually looking forward to it. There's so much I have to, and
yeah.
I've missed that whole koinonia
I I
with my
I, I,
people. Yeah.
I I'll talk to you in private. Maybe I can sneak in, even
See, don't sneak in.
and do early bed.
This guy called David.
This
He
guy,
was one of our sponsors for our first workshop in Lagos. It was really good. Like the first time I heard about Atiri, I'm like, there's something like this in Lagos. Like, oh, because I'm a sucker for online things like ease.
yeah.
Like ease should be something people should prioritize in this our country because everybody must in suffer and get things
Hmm.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do we get to you?
So
To
it's
someone that wants to
anybody interested should just email me, kalu.bernard@gmail.com. Then we'll take it up from
kalu.bernard@gmail.com. Okay, so
there. Yeah.
that's the email. Thank you so much. Yeah, like Bernard
Gracias.
was saying, yeah, we are creating an online platform that makes life easy for photographers.
Yeah.
One of the things that we are doing as part of that is also this photo of the week competitions we do, where people that create stuff for the sake of creation can sort of put it up and get feedback on that from photographers like them. And, you know, sometimes the winners we usually frame the image and send to them. And then for special editions like this, where we invite our orgas to, be guest hosts. The last time we had Tosin, this time around we have Bernard, and both times it's been fantastic. We also give cash prize, so that just that extra incentive, to create something. I hope you guys have. Debbie Joe, sorry. She says that before now I've always seen myself as a street photographer, but now after hearing Bernard's comments, I don't even know anymore. I can imagine. But I hope you got enough tips that will make your
Sounds
next
good.
better. And come for the street photography workshop. You will definitely find many, many resources, and it's to me, I want to be there personally, just to get a feel of that osmosis that Bernard described. I can already imagine it. So yeah.
And we always have guest facilitators as well. We've had
Oh,
Eniola
you have guests.
Lakija,
Oh,
photographer from the
nice.
UK. We've had Benson Idabuchi, worked with AAF, great photographer. We've had my very close buddy Christopher Honor. We've had a couple of people come around and always make. Then we have like a business. It's just a whole. We have a business person too that comes every year. Stephanie. She runs Busy Ideas for creatives, which is quite good.
Okay, nice.
I wanted to share my screen, but thank God, let's
Oh,
begin. Let's begin. Let's
go
begin.
go
Let's
ahead,
begin.
please.
No,
Bernard,
no, no, no,
you
no.
we talked about this. Share your stop screen. Oh yeah, share your screen. Show us something. Show us some good stuff.
So no, no, just very
Go on,
briefly
come
for
on,
the
come on.
for
Go on, go
the
on.
for the what's it called for the my work here. Are people still online? Have they gone? I wish they
There are a couple of people online, and there are more people, and then we are going to cut it into clips, and so that I
No,
feel
this
like we
this
shared
thing will be
some.
on YouTube. Don't worry. Don't
It
worry.
will
When like
be
because
your work is already on
no
the
no this
internet.
one is from pictures I've not shared. It's for the from the project I
Oh,
worked on here.
oh,
So
is
the
there
project I
nothing?
did for the residency.
There's nothing you can share. Nothing. True, true,
Uh,
true, true, true,
see,
true,
see, don't worry.
true, true.
When I get permission,
Okay, maybe we can
yeah,
layer it over the video
yeah,
when
yeah,
you're
yeah,
able
yeah,
to. Well,
definitely,
I would have
definitely,
loved. I was hoping we would be able to.
yeah,
Maybe I can run to your Instagram page like I did for Tosin. But we are out of time. All right, no
yeah.
problem.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. Thank you.
All
It's been
right.
fun.
It's funny that I started this thing tired, but talking about photography, energy will not be coming.
Energy, I know, right? Thank you. Thank you.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys. Bye bye.
Bye.